Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was a mission and a half to get that fixed because my game decided that it just didn't want to function anymore. But now, we are looking like everything is good to go, so I'm just double checking what tyres everyone was on. Shay was on the sauce, yep. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, that is a GT7 problem that we are currently having. So, just to get confirmation from them. But yes, it was actually mine game that decided to just not function, unlike everyone else. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are good. So, 34 laps. Because one lap will be behind the safety car, and Dallas will finally get his lap leading the field in the safety car. It's been a while, but we have it, ladies and gentlemen. But fingers crossed we can have no more problems with this one. It will be a safety car race restart, so we have Dallas leading the field, and then the control will be on Corey. So Dallas will pull away just after the back straight, ready to go, and then Corey will keep the cars at 140 Ks. So going through the grid, we do have Corey in first, Lancel in second, Bonjubi in third, Kosterok in fourth, Shepherd in 5th, Trappert in 6th, Walker in 7th, O'Shea in 8th, Campbell in 9th, Oates in 10th, Old Man in 11th, Calypso in 13th, Harcourt in 15th, and Breeder in 16th. I think that's where we're at. No, 14th. So Harcourt in 13th and Breeder in 14th. My apologies, I just had the biggest brain fart in my life. Yeah, that is correct. Actually, the only time the safety car has led the field in 2023. So we haven't had any laps under the safety car because the drivers have been very, very good this year, which we like to see. But yeah, obviously I do apologise for that. But that was kind of really out of my control. I was replaying, as you can see, I was replaying a replay, and the game just decided it didn't want to function. But yeah, so. Usually it's people on PS4s, but I'm not on PS4, so I'm very surprised. So yeah, we are running from 2 completed laps, because the whole field did not complete the third, so we'll be running 33 laps to the end. Completed laps do count towards the driver's minimum laps. Look, Brian, my brain isn't that bad. My brain works sometimes. Okay, so the safety car's pulling away from the field, and the control of the field will now come down to Curry. So he can go anywhere between when the safety car is in the pits to the start. So they are single file. Wade is a little bit out of Kosterok. So the safety car is in the pits, on board with Curry, and Curry is gone. they're all sleeping. Guys. Not too sure what was happening there with guys. But Curry's already out to a 3.6 second lead. I think that is probably the benefit that we do have with the safety car is we can do a simple restart. Obviously, they did include the set by grid, set by post option, which makes our life a lot easier. Yeah, I don't think Tyler did know that. Maybe he thought he had to stay back or something. I'm not too sure. I do believe it's probably his first safety car, so he may have been a little bit questionable on what was going on. But yeah, I mean, I don't think we've seen a safety car as well. I think obviously we saw it in the Sainte-Croix 1500, but since then we haven't seen one. But yeah, Lashbrook, we had a disconnect on my behalf. My game decided it would just not function. So we've had a lot of restarting and a lot of issues like that, but yeah, had a safety car race restart, and Curry's out to a 4.7 second gap, so he completed 2 laps, so we're now doing 33. Curry one's a little bit wide there on the exit of turn 1. He's got a tailwind coming in there into turn 1, but so far everyone's kind of settled into where they were. John ran really wide there at turn 1. I'm kind of scared to do another replay because that's how my game decided it would just not function. Leaves a bit of space there for Campbell and just runs it really wide. So. Yeah, Curry and Tyler did. Not really, because the F2 specs and stuff are different, tyre regulations are different and stuff, but in regards to kind of track warm-up, I would say yes, but the main series car to compare to the F2 car, they're 2 completely different cars. You'll be surprised, right? If you want to practice it and feel it, run your F2 car and then take all of your ballast off and go max power. And you'll notice a massive difference. The car handles so much better. I love the mains car. It's just much more ideal for me. But Curry's out to a 6-second gap here, but he does have a different alternate tyre strategy here to the rest of the field, as well as one Julie O'Shea. So O'Shea, actually, where is Pat? Trappet's got some damage. Front aero damage, so that dirty air is really kind of causing havoc for these drivers, which we did have it in F2 as well. That was just not ideal at all, but yeah. So that is Trappet's change of tyre, so that doesn't count to his mandatory laps. He has to do another 9 on this set of tyre. So we'll wait and see on what he can do there, but so not really any battles happening at the moment between everyone, but we've got Campbell all over the back of Kosterok here. Kosterok getting a really compromised exit there on the run down to the long sweeping right hander, chops across the front of Campbell. Campbell getting really loose on the exit there. Campbell's dropped a fair decent amount of positions in just a short amount of track. Ice Racing Group driver of Costa Rock, doing well so far. It looks like he may have passed O'Shea there. O'Shea must have had a bad run onto the bridge. Been harassed on the back straight by Walker and Breeder. See what this gap is here with Curry. 9.6 seconds, 9.7 seconds. And he makes that go from 7 seconds to 10.4. Curry has that thing on rails. Pat in the pits again. Mr. Trap, oh, a 3-second penalty as well. How do you feel, Jarman? You finally led a lap in the 2023 season. It's the first safety car. Just drop. Down here in 10th. Breeder. So Breeder started what would be last on the restart, and he's all the way up into 5th place. I think, to be honest, the person that probably has benefited the most is Breeder. So, you know, unfortunately, we just kind of got to go with it. And oh, that's a disconnect there from Oates there from the 787 for WTC Racing. So that's going to be 100 points there. So that's going to be 100 points for Oates in WTC Racing, unfortunately. But yeah, 7 laps completed of this 34 lap stint here in Sainte-Croix. Overworked and underpaid. Overworked and underpaid. You've done 1 lap. If anyone's overworked and underpaid, it's Curry. Curry's done 2 races. Curry's flying. Lansdell as well. He's probably as I said earlier in the previous stream, he's a bit of an underdog here. But you probably kind of notice that as well with the F2 drivers when they go from the F2 car to the main series car. They're reasonably quick straight away. So. Curry probably gets 50 to 100k. 50 to 100k. Mate, I don't even get that. I drive and stream. I don't even get that. If anyone is overworked, underpaid, that'd be me. Plus, I'm streaming for Motor Motion now too, so... Jeez. You get paid 0 credits for that, lad. Mate, you get paid more credits than me. We do have a bit of a teams championship fight here. As far as I remember, it's obviously Mash Buds did take out the teams championship, but we've got a battle between WRT and Robo Sport as well. There's only 40 points separating them, and then you know, It's Racing is less than kind of 200 points below Ice Racing Group as well. So you know, this decent performance here at the moment by Costa Rock in relation to where Shepherd is will be pretty costly, or pretty important for Ice Racing Group to keep that 6th place there in comparison to the It's Racing boys in 7th. So yeah, it'll be pretty. Obviously the Mash Buds is on top. CP and WTC, they're kind of really a bit set in there, but you know, 1st, 2nd, 3rd in the teams championship, it's pretty well set in stone at the moment. Shepherd versus Monjubi in the team in the drivers championship, you're looking at just under 40 points, 38 points if I believe my calculations are correct, and they're not even correct on the best of times. But yeah, Trappert is 300 points ahead of O'Shea, so he's 350 points. So Trappert essentially didn't even need to race this one. So theoretically, if he had have wanted to, he could have got, say, Rudd or Lashbrook to race, give him a bit of experience. But yeah, so you know, he didn't really kind of want to race, which I think is why he's having a bit of fun here. So is down here in 13th, because realistically it doesn't matter, he's already been crowned champion anyway, so yeah, he's pretty much untouchable for the teams championships. Kind of really bragging rights now, but yeah, obviously the only 2 wins that he hasn't got this year is Bathurst and Brands Hatch. Curry's on track for a 41. Consistently doing 42s. I think personally for me in the last probably season, the person who's been really the most consistent is Curry. Where's Breeder? Breeder's in the pits. I think that would be a scheduled stop. So he's off the mediums onto the softs. Now he's just going to try and charge to the field. So yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting. Come towards the end of the race with strategy and whatnot. But yeah. Mate, I'm not keeping up with comments. I'm keeping up with what's on track, and then I kind of gaze at the screen and see. He wasn't even anywhere close. He did a 42.8, 42.5 and a 42.2. Fastest lap was on lap 4. Come on, Brian. His tyres are pretty well shot at the moment. I did notice when my tyres got to about this point, it really kind of hindered me. But he's got 16 seconds to Lansdale, so he's covered by a pit stop, theoretically. So he can just run mediums to the end if he kind of wants to, but I don't know how long the medium's going to last. Lansdale's on for a PB, but he's got O'Shea hunting him down, but they are on alternate tyres. So I wonder if we see Lansdale's first podium here. I don't want to give him commentator's curse, but as I said, underdog at the moment for this round is, I think, Lansdale. Bon Jovi is in 4th. Walker in 5th. He's doing pretty well. Okay, he must have lost it coming onto the bridge. Nearly hit the wall there. Campbell runs a bit wide. Wonder if a one stop's possible. Maybe if you put on hards, potentially. The mediums you might be able to stretch. Yeah, because you've used pretty much double. I reckon a one-stop's possible. Run to lap probably 13 or 14 and then run mediums to the end. But yeah, I reckon you'll be able to get 20 laps out of them. Bullet Express logos look a bit like Burson Auto Parts. Whereabouts are they? Are they on the main straight? I think they'd be on the main straight. Curry's out to 17 seconds. Yeah, 15 softs, 19 medium. You might be able to, yeah, so Curry's in now on lap 12. Yeah, I think he must feel that the softs are really kind of shot. You probably got to run this mark and they really didn't feel the greatest, which is what I noticed in F2. So keep an eye on Lansdale. He stays out. O'Shea comes in. Where are these? Where is this? What are these? Oh, yeah. Purple one, yeah. Is it the purple one? Oh yeah, 100%. Yep, definitely. That does look like Burson Auto Parts. Breeder is on for a 41, wait and see. 1.8 seconds. So he's on 1.8 seconds, but he's got fresh medium, so now really all he's going to do is just kind of pull away from Kaiser. Yeah, he could. So Curry's done minimum on softs. Now he's got to do 9 laps on the mediums here. But as you said, he's got a gap over Kaiser. So Curry doesn't kind of really need to stretch, but stress about losing the position there to Kaiser, because he does have the pit stop obviously, and he'll realise that. Von Juby as well on the medium still. Looks like Kaiser's got a bit more pace on the mediums than what Curry does. Actually, the first lap on the mediums is a little bit iffy, but as soon as Kaiser will get into that that dirty air, he's just really going to notice it massively. We've got Campbell coming in, so Campbell's done his medium laps on minimum laps on the medium tyres. He's going to come out in 9th behind Costa. So we'll start to see a couple of other boys come into pits. Curry's got that out to 1.6, 1.8, 1.9. So from what I can see, Curry's car is definitely mid-sector built. So you can see here that tyre's pulling back a lot of the time. But he's using overtake. I think he's just trying to get as much time back as he can. At least get Curry to pull him along on track. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Jumping. You could definitely see him going for a one stop, as Curry would more or less be going for a 2. So I don't reckon he's going to get 19 laps out. So, that's it. But problem is then, Nick, is Curry has a pit stop over Lansdale. So Curry was about 19-20 seconds ahead of Ty when he came into the pits, and he came out 1.6 in front. So yeah, so Curry does have one stop over Ty. So, but I think the next person to stop will be O'Shea. Sorry, next person that has stopped is O'Shea. So we'll see Wade, Harcourt and Breeder come in to the pits in the next few laps, I'd say. Anywhere between probably here and 21, 22-ish. Lancel included in that one too. Just depends on how he feels with the car. But at the moment he seems to be putting in some consistent laps there, which is good for him. So yeah, I mean, you could run an undercut on these two, but issue is the tyres may or may not come up to temp. Kai goes really close to hitting the wall there. You can hear it screeching through the last corner. Yeah, obviously Jarman, you know, less fuel means less wear on the tyres. I do believe the drivers don't have any issue of worrying about fuel usage as well, so that's probably a benefit here. But just as we go on, nearly just under halfway, run down through the grid. So we've got Curry in first, Lansell in second, Bonjuvi in third, Breeder in fourth, Harcourt in fifth, O'Shea in sixth, Shepherd in seventh when my seventh button wants to work on the keyboard, Campbell in eighth, Kosterok in ninth, Walker in 10th, who has recently pitted for the mediums, Trappett in 11th, Old Man in 12th, Calypso in 13th, and Jarman in 14th, rounding out the grid with the Trackstar safety car. But unfortunately we had the DNF from Oates in the 787 WTC racing car. Unfortunately I do believe that was a GT7 problem for him, so very unfortunate. Is the next car to pit. You can see that gap there was 9.8 seconds between Bonjuvi and Lansdale. So I wonder if we're going to see a one stopper here from Wade. Lansdale's not letting Curry go. Problem is as well, Curry pit on lap 12. So realistically, you're looking, if you're gonna have Ty pit on lap 21, 22, that's perfect amount of time for Curry to pit for the softs as well. So obviously we did see that Curry had essentially the pace of everyone for that one. But just looking here, Breeder's done a 41.5 on the softs, so he's flying. He's about to be on for another 41. Watch his sector split through here, see if he's better this time. And he's going to be on for another 41.5, so he's clawing back some decent amount of time there. Seven, so he lost a little bit of time through that last sector. Harcourt up here in 4, but he's out of sequence with O'Shea and Campbell and Bonjuvi. So O'Shea's gone medium, Campbell's gone soft, and Bonjuvi's gone soft. Pit on lap 12, so same lap as Cole, I think. got that lead out to 2.1 seconds. So overall, a medium tyre pace. We're looking for Curry at the moment. Would Lansdale try for an undercut? Obviously, unfortunately, they have lapped Devlin in the 666 Ice Racing Group car. About to lap Old Man if they haven't already. Oh no, okay, he's white. Fire in front of Calypso. Not too sure what happened there. Maybe he spun. Oh, he had a 2-minute 4 lap. And at a 49. Trap it down here in 11th. Not really gaining any time on the car in front. But as I said earlier, he's just out here for bragging rights and just some fun. So John looks like he's recently come into the pits. Lansdale's doing a solid job here. I'd definitely be pleased if I was Spud. Solid substitution for the number 32 car. Yeah, he does have another set of softs, but I don't know if he wants to use them. We all know what John and his softs are like. Should be seeing Lansdale. Yeah, Lansdale's come in here lap 20. So he's going to run 14 laps to the end. So Curry's going to go for a bit of an overcut. Breeders close that lap down to 8.8 seconds. By being on the alternate tyre. Race engineer, mate, who's this race engineer? I don't have a race engineer. Well, he's got a quarter of a tank. Some, but not a lot. It's about half a lap. This is what I'm more interested on. Obviously, Breeder does have a 1 second penalty, but Breeder's got 8 seconds to Curry. As you can see, Breeder's done 141.4, 41.8, 41.7, 41.5, 41.7. 42.2, maybe ran off somewhere, and then a 41.7. So a lot consistently there. A lot of consistency there by Breeder from Rombo Sport Racing. He might be on for a pole, a podium. So Lansdale's gone onto the softs, and I'm guessing he will just run those to the end. The other thing I noticed as well is the main series car doesn't wear tyres as much as what the F2 car does. Just be surprised on what the 75 litres of fuel, which is roughly about 75 kilos, plus then an extra 40 kilos of ballast. So you're looking at 120 odd kilos of extra weight in the car, weighing it down. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, I think. Keep an eye on this gap here I think Campbell's done a real wonky strategy. He may have to pit again. I'm not really sure on how long he's going to run those softs for. So that'll be an interesting one. O'Shea more or less running the mediums to the end. Harcourt's out of boost. Harcourt's pulled to John. Speaking of John, we got John making a move on Walker. Around the outside of turn 7, I think that is. Yeah. Turn 7 or turn 8. Either. Breeder's in the pits now. He's like, nah, I've used those softs. Get me off them. I guess he may put another set on. And wait and see, but yeah. Yeah, definitely. So he's actually jumped Von Juvie in this pit sequence of what he's doing. So he's 1.3 behind O'Shea. He's got a 1 second penalty, which is not fun because I've got that myself. And then he's about 5.2 behind Campbell. So anything is possible here for Mr. Breeder. Curry's running fuel map too. I don't know why Curry would want to be running fuel map too. I figured that he would be able to get to the end of that on those. I reckon we may see Curry pit around lap 26. It's either pit around there or use this gap that he's got for another 10 laps on those medium tyres. O'Shea jumping in the pits now on the mediums, getting off them. Yeah, he is in that pit window, which is what I said. I said you're either gonna have Curry pitting coming out behind Lansdale on softs too, but we do know that Curry had the pace for it. To be back up the front, because he did do a 42.1 out front with no boost. So give him some boost, you'll probably see him do a low 41. So. One thing I do want to keep an eye on is where Breeder is in relative to Campbell in the next couple of laps. Because that'll certainly make it exciting. We've got Harcourt, Shepherd hot on his heels. Where's Pat? And here in the 11th. Gosrock had such a good start. I don't know maybe what's happened here, but yeah, he had such a good starting phase to the race. He was was sitting in P4 or P5, so you know it's kind of a little bit unfortunate that that he's down here, but maybe he's just lost a little bit of car speed as he's not done a 43.3. So, but yeah, he was doing really well actually. Has brought that gap down to 11.2. He's on the boost though, so that's another thing. But Pat has done a 40.3, so he's done a blind of a lap there. Got blue flags for the car in front, which I guess is Calypso. Pat looks like he's going to the end. Lansdale's pulled that gap down to 10.8 seconds. I think Ty's just kind of really trying to claw back some time. Yeah, if that was me, you know, you're not seeing the gap come down too significantly. Yeah, so you're not kind of really seeing it come down like quite significantly of what you would expect. More or less of someone if they were actually like hunting you down, putting in purple laps every lap. But this is a new one here. We got Breeder, who's just passed Campbell for 3rd place, and he's on track to run that set of tyres to the end. But he's got Campbell. Campbell's not done with this one yet. Yeah, Breeder's into 3rd, which is very good for him. Because Campbell looks like he's going to have to pit. I don't reckon he's going to make it on these tyres. I am a mind reader. Yeah, he as you said, he was last, so he's gone last to 3rd. What an amazing drive here. As I said earlier, the safety car did save him, but you know that's racing. I guess, you know, that's kind of always the thing you say, you know, something happens, this and that, you go, well, that's racing. So, yeah, it's been a clutch drive from Breeder. He's put 8 seconds on Wade, and Wade is on the same strategy, just different lap. Campbell, but it looks like he's kind of dropping off the pace a little bit. It doesn't have damage. Maybe he's just waiting for those tyres to come up to 10, while the others' tyres are warm. So yeah, that's definitely an interesting one. Shea looks to be making his way through the field. gap, 8.5 seconds in 2 laps, so that's 3 seconds roughly. I think Curry's just in a bit of a daze here, just doing some pretty consistent laps. Yeah, Curry's definitely going to stay out to the end. Ty needs to go on maximum push to get to the end and try and make some sort of time back to Curry. Prix is actually making a bit of time to Ty actually as well. Oh, mate, I'm definitely happy to lend. I'd be happy to lend the Keystone as well. He's doing a very good job. He was quick in F2 as well. He has been a little bit off the pace in F2 for a couple of weeks, unfortunately. But you know, he was definitely quick in F2. He kept me on my toes. I didn't have any overtake left to try and battle with him. But yeah. Speaking of overtake, John has not John. Curry has used absolutely 0%. He's probably got a button mapped to the overtake or something, but yeah, he just never used it or hasn't used it. Time for full send and redemption, mate. Definitely. He noticed the main one was Maggiore when I was 9 seconds behind him and Burke, and I clawed that 9 seconds back in like 6 laps. So he was like, "How did you manage to do that?" I was like, "Well, it's just consistently trusting the car and just the tune that I've got." You know? So I actually dropped the bombshell on with Lashbrook, and I go, "Mate, Lashbrook, I go, how do you feel knowing that I've used the same tune for seven rounds?" So yeah, 7 rounds in a row I've used the same tune. The only thing I've changed on it's aero and some sort of gearbox. But yeah, other than that, it's always been the same suspension, camber and toe and all that kind of jazz. So 4 laps to go at the end of this lap for the final round here in the Formula Track Stars Championship for 2023, and then we'll be back in 2024 with the SF23s for main series. So the SF19s will do the old hand-me-down to the main series cars will be handed down to drivers in F2 in order for them to use for next year. So we will be running the Red Bull Junior in F3, but this is interesting here. Is we've got it down to 4.3 seconds with 3.5 laps to go. About 3 3/4. And Breeder's 4.4 behind, so. Like Lansdale just dropped that gap back to 4.1, 4.2 there. Yeah, it's definitely going to be tight. So Kaizen can probably see. Yeah, you can see Curry now. He hasn't been able to really do that all race. He does have some overtake banks though too, so. Devlin just jumping out of the pits, jumping into the pits. Old man, Trapper down in 11th. Walker just in front of Pat. And you've got Costa up as well. Not too far in front, there might be a bit of a stretch, but this is the gap that I want to keep an eye on here. 3.1. Yeah, Calypso, I think he's not necessarily retiring. I do think he's just staying off the track. He may feel that he's a little bit slower than these guys and doesn't want to cause any harm. Granted, it is the last round, so yeah. Yeah, Pat is same as John. On Sunday driving for the Lols. I think Curry's just going to go for bragging rights here, and I think Jarman is going to be happy with this one because 3 races that Pat hasn't won has been won by an hits racing driver. But yeah, at the moment I'll have two laps to go at the end of this one. Wait and see what happens there, but yeah, 2.5 seconds from Lansdale to Curry. But the problem is here, he might be able to catch him, but whether or not he'll be able to pass him, that's another story. Because once you get in that dirty air, the car turns into absolute filth, and it's disgusting. So yeah, lap 33 completed. 32 completed on 33. So realistically, we are on lap 34 now. Yeah, so Lansdale at the moment very close to catching Kaizen. Just give me 1 second. So 1.7 seconds to go. Curry's coming down the back straight. Yeah, it's going to be close. He's within 8/10 now of Curry. Just depends on whether or not that car's going to last on those tyres. Give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Rudzy. I don't mean to be mean. Can't have you in here, man, sorry. Yeah, Dirty is definitely going to play a part. I do know that Ty did struggle in F2 when he was behind me in Dirty Air, so Ty's really using that overtake. Oh, Breeder! Oh my lord, what a save that was. It's coming down to the wire here. It's the other thing, Curry can't use overtake. Lansdale gets a good run. Curry starting to go defensive here. Coming into turn 10. Half a second between Lansdale and Curry on the last lap here into turn 10, but we've got Breeder on the back here as well. Breeder is on the overtake here. He's maximum overtake, maximum push. On track to try and take P2 from Lansdale, but Lansdale's trying to get P2 from Curry. He's going to go down the inside here. No, he's not. He's going to pull back inside. Curry makes a good run out of the last corner. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mitch Curry takes out race 10 here at Sainte-Croix B here. Followed by Lansdale and Breeder. What a recovery drive there from Breeder. Driver of the day, mate. You get my vote. You get my vote. What an absolute finish there. Fantastic from the Mash Spuds Racing drivers here. But we've got O'Shea battling with Juvie as well for P4. Coming across the line comes Wade for WTC Racing. O'Shea for CP. Campbell for CP. Shepherd in 7th for It's Racing. Harcourt in 8th for Robbo Sport. Trappett coming around the final corner now for the last. And well done to Trappett for getting the Formula Track Stars Championship for 2023. Followed by Costa Rock, Walker. And then you've got Old Man as well. In 12th. With Calypso, he's jumped out of the pits. He thought, boys, I'm going to cross the line for you, so we'll give it a go. So, hats off to Calypso. Great race all season, mate. You've stuck in there. You've given it your all. Just gets out of the way, Old Man there. Very nice work from Calypso. But for the last time here at Cirque de Sainte-Croix B, Old Man comes across the line in 12th with Calypso in 13th. And Dallas has also already crossed the line. So. Big ups there to Mitch Curry for getting that win for It's Racing Esports, even though it says Robbo Sport Racing on his driving suit. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Formula Series of Track Stars for 2023. What a season we've had. And Trappett takes out 7 wins, and It's Racing drivers take out 3. 1 being myself, 1 being John, and 1 being Curry. Hats off to him. It's been a fantastic season so far. Next event we do have is the Track Stars 8 Hour of Le Mans. That will commence on the 18th of June. And that will be a multi-class event. But until then, other than that, we don't really have much else going on. We are racing a season on iRacing for a Porsche Cup every Thursday. We do have a race up this Thursday, and then we have a week off, and then it'll be back Thursday after that. But yeah, a big ups to everyone there for sticking through it and going with it. But yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for your Formula Track Stars for 2023. So congratulations to the podium getters for this round, being Curry, Lansdale and Breeder, separated by 7.766 here after 35 laps. Just on 1 hour. Then you add 2 more laps in, it's about an hour and 4 minutes. So grinding through the grid here, we've got Curry in first, Lansdale in second, Breeder in third for your podium for round 10 from It's Racing, MSR and RoboSport Racing. You know what, Spud? He's done better than you, mate. I think you should sign him up for main series instead of yourself. But yeah, and then we've got Von Juvie for WTC Racing in fourth, O'Shea in fifth, Campbell in sixth, Shepherd in seventh, Harcourt in eighth, Trappert in ninth, Costa Rock in 10th, Walker in 11th, Old Man in 12th, Calypso in 13th, and Dallas in the safety car with a DNF from Oates. Yeah, that was an outstanding race there. That's fantastic from the boys. But yeah, that was exciting towards the end there. Yeah, driver of the day definitely goes to Breeder, for sure. But yeah, so thank you everyone for joining us for this season of the Trackstars Formulas. From obviously myself, Nick Patasso as well for F2, and obviously F3 being myself and Nick. We thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, share the stream, and yeah, as I said, we'll be back in a couple of weeks' time for the Le Mans 8 hour. Apparently someone's doing a burnout. No, no one's doing a burnout. Who's doing a burnout? No one's doing a burnout. Where? Pat's not here. Sorry, mate, I missed it. Ah, well. But yeah, until then, thank you all for joining us, and we shall catch you next time.